Hey guys, welcome back to Rainbow Link, and welcome to the first out of 2 Disney Bound list. Pretty much what this is me going through my top 5 favorite and least favorite, which is this video. You're gonna get the favorite in 2 weeks from now. The Disney Bounds that I did this year, I started this last year. Main reason for this is to give myself a little break in between Disney Bounds. Give a little behind the scenes of each of the videos on this list, and explain why they're here. So, enough of the intro stuff, let's jump right into this, starting with number 5.
Number 5.
Number 5, I believe, was our second Disney Bound of this year, which was Jiminy Cricket from Pinocchio. The reason why this is at number 5, because I remember behind the scenes being worried and concerned about doing this character justice, and also how the orange shirt was going to look up on camera, because I was very worried and concerned about that, and also the bandana I used. It was a little bit hard to get around my neck and also like to proof it the right way, and I just remember having like trouble with that, and yeah, other than that, it was pretty good Disney Bound, but because of the aforementioned worriness of the orange shirt and the bandana, that's why it's at number 5.
Number 4.
Number 4 is Patcha from Emperor's New Groove. The reason why this is in number 4 is I literally said it multiple times in the video. This is literally a almost one-to-one ripoff of the Quasimodo Disney Bound I did like a year or two ago before this video, and literally the only difference between those two videos is me wearing a green beanie versus not wearing a green beanie, and the Quasimodo one, literally the shirt's the same, pants are the same, literally the whole one. Literally the only difference was the beanie, and I'm sure if I asked somebody like, hey, who am I Disney Bounding, I'm sure somebody would get it's like Patcha, but I have a feeling that most people would say Quasimodo, because no offense, Quasimodo is only those parts, and so is Patcha, and their color schemes are similar. I know like Patcha has the like literally poncho and like all that stuff, but just that video gave Quasimodo vibes, literally. That's why it's in number 4. Okay, so before I get into the next 3 ones, I want to state one thing, which is I wanted these to be good, but they ended up not being good. So anyways, number 3.
Number 3.
Which is Jack Skellington. I wanted this Disney Bound to be good. I had prepped and had scoured the internet for that top, and I thought the top was going to look good. It ended up sadly not looking good, and I feel so horrible and terrible at that. I wanted this Disney Bound to be good. I wanted it to be good, but it sadly didn't end up being as good as I wanted to. It felt like kind of like a mess in that regard. Literally, I thought the sleeves were going to be longer on the shirt. I wore that long sleeve undershirt, which probably shouldn't have had. I probably should have just wore a short sleeve and just gone from there. I literally had a bow in my hair to represent his skull. It was a whole mess, and I was really hoping for this to go well, and it ended up not going well, sadly. So there's that.
Number 2.
And number 2 is literally our last Disney Bound of this year that I did. I wanted it to try and go out with a bang, but we didn't, which was Michael Darling. God. Again, these last 3 Disney Bounds, I wanted them to be good, including Michael, and it didn't happen. I had gotten that pink dress on clearance. I just randomly found it while the like seasons were changing between like summer and like fall, and I got it like months in advance early, and because I figured, oh, I'm gonna have a pink character sooner or later, and it was Michael Darling. I wanted the character to be good. I didn't realize when I got the dress that I was gonna look that terrible in it, because I looked terrible in that dress. I did. I looked droopy and I looked horrible, and it just like didn't do well with me, and I feel like that's more my fault than anything else, because I thought it would work and it ended up not. Literally, that Disney Bound only had 2 pieces. It was a dress and it was a pair of shoes. Like Jack Skellington, that one was a mess, but Michael Darling was more of a mess than Jack Skellington, which is very funny because of like the frumpiness and how the dress looked on me and like anything else. In the thumbnail, I did enjoy doing it, but I didn't enjoy everything on my shelves getting knocked down. That's the only bad part of doing that thumbnail, other than I do like that thumbnail. It is cute. Thumbnail, I got to use an old teddy bear that I had since I was a kid for that one, and because Michael has a teddy bear, and yeah. Now, before we go into the number 1 spot of this list, I do have some honorable mentions that I would like to mention.
The honorable mentions.
Now, for this video, we do have 2 honorable mentions. Both of them are kind of here for similar reasons, and that is if I ask somebody, like, who am I Disney bounding, they would either A, take them a very long time to figure it out, or B, they wouldn't know, period. The first one of these 2 is Nani, which is Lilo's older sister in Lilo and Stitch. I actually debated whether or not if I wanted to put Nani as the number 5 spot instead of Jiminy Cricket, but I went against it because Nani's Disneyland isn't bad. It's just, I know if I ask somebody, hey, who am I Disney bounding, they're not gonna probably get it at first until I tell them and then, like, understand, like, oh, you're this character from here, and, like, and that's understandable when it comes to quite a few Disney bounds, especially with the least popular characters one. And I know now he's, like, somewhere in the middle when it comes to, like, Disney characters, but that Disney bound was slightly a headache to me, and I literally had to scour the web to find that color shirt that I did use, which, by the way, was a men's shirt, and it was too big on me, and I know, like, hers, especially in the picture I used, was a spaghetti strap tank top, and, like, I know she also has other outfits. I decided to go that one. I don't know why, because I thought it would probably be the easiest. Literally, it was the first time ever I wore jean shorts, which was way too big on me because they were my mom's. I borrowed them, and literally everything on that was literally too big of wide, minus the shoes. The shoes were fine. I like the boots I use for that. But mainly, reason why Nani's Disneyland is in the honorable mentions is, like I said before, it would take a couple minutes for people to figure it out. I feel like Nani's Disneyland is, like, somewhere in the middle between all the Disneylands. Like, if I had to go, like, from least to favorite of the Disneylands, I feel like she would be, like, actually in the middle ground. So there's that. And our second honorable mention, another one where it would either take somebody a couple minutes to figure it out, or they would have no clue who this character is, which is Professor Granville, our second to last Disney bound of this year. Reason why Professor Granville is in here is, like I stated, that he would take people a while to figure it out, or they just won't know in general, because I don't know how well Big Hero 6, the series, did, like, viewer-wise. It had to, I know it was at least big enough to, like, to get 3 seasons, and I don't know, like, if many people, like, knew Professor Granville in here, and the outfits I used was a little bland. She mainly just wears black and, like, has a little pieces of gold accessories, and speaking of gold accessories, the belt buckle wasn't gold, it was silver. I know, guys. I know. It's another reason why she's here. Again, I feel like Professor Granville would be, like, somewhere near the middle, like with Nani, so there's that. Alright, and finally, number 1.
And finally, number 1!
Alright, number 1 was my least favorite Disney bound to do. It was my least favorite Disney bound that I created this year, which was Charlotte LaBeouf from Princess and the Frog. And I wanted this character to do so well. I wanted to do this character justice. I literally said in the video that I probably should have just put the Disney bound redo that actually came after it before it and switched the videos around, but I didn't. I should have done that to give myself more time. That was probably one of the downfalls of that character. I was extremely excited on how my skirt came out because I literally made that skirt. Literally when making that video and, like, putting everything out, I didn't think it was that bad, but when editing it and, like, when posting it, I figured, yeah, it's pretty bad, because literally, if you take away one piece, I don't think anyone would know who the heck this character is. And that one piece is the bow belt. I don't even know with it if anyone could figure it out. Like, if I didn't put, like, any of the, like, names or the title or anything in it, I don't think anyone would maybe know. I think maybe at first glance they won't know, and then looking back at it, they would. That video was just a disaster. I literally had to get new shoes for it because the original shoes that I was planning on wearing, that would have been perfect. My dog chewed up, so I had to get new shoes, which were heels, which was something I didn't even think about would get here in time, and they kind of sucked wearing because I was very worried and concerned that I was going to roll my ankle, which I almost did twice while wearing them and trying to do the shots for them. So that's some behind the scenes knowledge, and that Disney Mountain just turned out terribly. I just got a random pink shirt. The skirt I had made, and it isn't bad. The skirt actually wear like day-to-day use. It's a pretty color and it's nice and everything else. But this character, all in all, was a massive headache to try and figure out, because originally I was gonna wear a dress for this, and then I decided, oh, I'll just wear a dress and shirt combo because I couldn't find a dress that I liked, and part of me really hates how I just kind of said screw it and just went with it and just posted it, even if I think it was kind of horrible, which, no offense, kind of is. I'm probably giving myself too much backlash for it, and I'm sure like some of you like enjoyed it, but to me, this character probably was the worst of the Disney villains this year. So, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe. All that beautiful jazz. Tell me in the comments below what was your least favorite Disney villain that I did this year. Last video right there. Subscribe beneath me, and also playlist of this year's Disney villains is right up there and also be in the link description below. And I'll see you guys next time here on my link. Bye!